After 6 whole days had passed, about 8 days after Jesus had said all this, he took Peter and James and me, John, the brother of James, and led us apart by ourselves to his usual prayer spot high up the mountain in order to pray. And even as he was in the midst of prayer, he was changed before us there. And we saw such light upon him that it is impossible for a man to describe it in human terms. His face transformed and beamed like the sun. His clothing began shining white as snow, whiter in fact than any fuller on earth could possibly whiten them, as white as light and as bright as a lightning bolt. Just then 2 men, Moses and Elijah, appeared to them in glorious splendor, and they were discussing his imminent departure, which he was soon to bring about in Jerusalem. Peter and his companions were all quite drowsy, but once they had awakened fully, they beheld his glory, and that of the 2 men who were standing there with him. As the men were departing from Jesus, Peter said to him, "Master, sir, it is good that we are here. If you would, let us set up 3 tabernacles, one for you, one for Moses, and another for Elijah." Now he did not know what to say, or even what he was saying, for all of them were terrified. And behold, even as he was speaking, a bright cloud appeared and overtook them all. And as the cloud enveloped them there, they were paralyzed with fear. And a voice came from the cloud saying, "This is my beloved Son, the elect one. I am truly pleased with him. You must hear him." When the voice had spoken, and the disciples had heard it, they fell to their faces on the ground in fear. But Jesus came and touched them. "Rise up and fear not," he said. All of a sudden they looked up and around, and no longer saw anyone there with him. Jesus was all alone and in their midst, and they let no one know at the time about what they had seen. And we did ourselves hear this voice from the heavens, for we were with him on the sacred mountain.